am convinced there is no other superstar in the history of sports that would do what Jalen Brunson just did today. And if you somehow don't know what I'm talking about, well, it's right here. Jalen Brunson has re-signed with the New York Knicks on a 4-year, $156 million contract, which is $113 million less than what he would have gotten if he waited a year to re-sign with the team. And if that was too many words for you, what this basically means is he is taking a huge pay cut to really build out this roster, turning them into championship contenders. Whether that means they're going to re-sign some players with that extra money or actually go out and make some moves and do some good stuff with it doesn't matter. It means that they are going to be able to be more flexible with whatever they do and whatever they choose to build a team around Jalen Brunson and really hopefully win a championship for the city of New York. Like, we have seen players take pay cuts before. I'm pretty sure LeBron is taking a pay cut this year, but something of this size, but a $113 million pay cut is something we have never seen before, like ever. And that's why we have people out here like Josh Hart talking about build him a statue. New York, the entire city wants this man to have his own statue after what he just did. Even if they don't win a damn championship, for him to do something so unselfish for this team and what they have already done so far, it's mind-blowing. I mean, we are pouring honey all over this man. Yes, I had this saved specifically for this clip right here. I also feel like it's worth going through some of the comments on the New York Knicks Reddit, because when I was going through, these comments just made me laugh. Literally the greatest thing to happen to the Knicks in 40 years. Build the statue now. I'm heading to the courthouse now to change my 6-year-old son name to Jalen Brunson. Replace the Statue of Liberty. I mean, Knicks fans, rightfully so, are losing their fucking minds. And me personally, I didn't think the New York Knicks offseason could get any better. After what they did getting Mikal Bridges, I know they lost Isaiah Hartenstein, but getting Mikal Bridges was so huge for this team, not only chemistry-wise, but also skill and overall talent. It's seriously unbelievable that things this good are happening for the New York Knicks right now. And actually, I realized I am missing something. How could I make a YouTube video talking about Brunson without wearing his jersey that I totally bought legally off of the NBA website? But there's also a couple little fun things to look back on and some other things about his contract that I do want to go over. With this post right here talking about 2 years ago today, Jalen Brunson signed a 4-year, $104 million contract with the Knicks, which was regarded as an overpay and a terrible move by many experts. And that's actually shown right here, where you see when the New York Knicks got Jalen Brunson, they were grading this a D+. And maybe I'm using hindsight here by going back and looking at this grade and laughing at it, but I don't really think that matters. I think this is ridiculous to look at either way. And then right here, we have an actual breakdown as to what he signed and what he could have gotten. The actual extension that he signed is over here on the left, where he got $156 million, with his contract going up every single year, which is actually different than what he had before. His annual salary used to go lower and lower every single year, if I am correct. And then over here, if Jalen Brunson waited till the year 2025, he would have gotten, as you could see, a lot more damn money and a lot more money every single year. But being a guy like Jalen Brunson, he leaves his team with a bunch of cap room, as you could see over here on the far right. But what's most important out of this entire deal is this tweet right here. Well, not the tweet itself, but the details surrounding the contract. With Woj tweeting out saying the deal, which will cost Brunson $37.1 million over the next 3 years, comes with a 4th player option, and that would set up Brunson to recoup the rest of his $113 million that he's passing up on a 4-year, $323 million extension in 2028. Or if he waits another extra year, he could get $418 million. I feel like NBA contracts are starting to get to the point where the money sign doesn't even make sense. What does that, like, how that doesn't even compute in my fucking head. So a lot of people are looking at this and saying, oh my God, he's taking this big pay cut so he could play with all of his friends and actually really build this team and hopefully win a championship. And he still has a chance to make almost $500 million later on in 2029. But will the New York Knicks actually follow through in a situation like this? Like I said before, we've seen players take pay cuts before, nothing of this magnitude. And we've also seen a lot of teams and franchises and owners really shit on their own players, if that makes sense. Or I guess better wording would be kind of throw away their own players' trust. So even though everyone is happy, the Knicks players are happy, the fans are happy, Rose is probably very happy right now, will they still offer him this 5-year, $418 million when he's 33 years old? Are you really going to want to pay a 38-year-old Jalen Brunson like $70 million that year? Probably not. So even though we look at this and say, man, that's awesome, good for him, King of New York, let's give him a statue, I just don't think this will end very well for Jalen Brunson. I think for everyone else involved, it's going to be great. If the New York Knicks get a championship, whatever, it's going to be awesome. And I don't mean to show this and talk down on a 38-year-old Jalen Brunson as like a negative thing, or say that this was bad that he took this deal and that he should have signed this super max for $200 million. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm really trying to get at here is just how crazy it is that Jalen Brunson took this, knowing that he probably won't see this $500 million in 2029. But looking from the outside in, it's very clear that Jalen Brunson doesn't just value money. He values winning, he values history, and also respect, and all this historic type of legacy, I think is the word I'm looking for, legacy that comes with being a New York Knick. And he's already gotten all of it. This alone is getting his jersey up in the rafters. So with all of this being said, let me know your opinion down in the comments below on this entire situation, this contract, Jalen Brunson, the New York Knicks, every single thing. I want to hear what you guys say. I read and respond to everyone. This is just absolutely mind-blowing. I don't think we will ever see someone do something like this, at least for a very long time. So yeah, this video was a little bit quick because I just did kind of a quick cut, put some pictures up on the screen, didn't really do too much editing. So I'll see you guys all in the next one. Later.